I'm at Impact Golf Malaysia with the famous Eric Chong, who we know once you go Chong, you never go wrong. And I'm come back to Malaysia for a touch-up on my swing. I'm a bit worried about coming in too steep and digging, especially with my wedges and down to my mid-irons. The longer clubs, I find I don't have much problem like swaying or digging, but when it comes to the mid-irons down to the wedge, I feel like I'm coming in too steep and I can't shallow it out at all, taking huge divots.
Can I just get maybe 5 or 6 more shots? I won't need any more than that, mate. I've got enough. I wanted to get, 5 or 10 shots, but I sort of saw it after 1 or 2. So from the top of the backswing here, I would love for you to hold off your shoulders a little bit and try to sling draw it from there. So this is where I feel like it's just a little too steep, in my opinion, right there. If you draw a line down into the golf ball, you would see that your line from your club head to your hands, quite a lot inside that. And I just feel like if you could just shut that off just a little earlier and just try to hit it a little bit right, it would help this movement right here. It's just, your hands are almost just a touch too far in front of you at this stage. And halfway down, your hands are basically in front of your chest. I would love to see that like an inch or so further back, more towards your right bicep, and that would automatically help flatten out the shaft. Your club path, your swing direction, and your attack angle is probably a little too deep. So attack angle is how the club sort of travels downward. So golf ball here, backswing here, it's just a little too steep and deep this way, which is not good for ball contact. But it's not bad, if that makes sense. It's within range, right? The biggest thing that I sort of see is your swing direction and your club path. It's working too far left. All right, so anything that wants to go left is generally a little bit more, what most golfers would say over the top, out to in. I would probably like to see this not look as steep and just a little bit flatter. But it doesn't mean that we're going to change the backswing. I think your backswing's in a good spot. Anytime I sort of see these 2 numbers here, or these 3 numbers, I sort of kind of know, okay, we're definitely fighting steepness issues.
Club path is the direction the club head is moving, right or left, at impact and is measured relative to the target line. A positive value means the club is moving to the right of the target at impact. We call that in to out. And a negative value, which I have, means that it's moving to the left of the target, out to in. So it starts outside the target line before the ball and then goes to the inside of the target line after I hit the ball. The attack angle is measured relative to the horizon. Attack angle is the up or down movement of the club at the time of maximum compression. A PGA Tour average 6-iron is minus 3.7 degrees. I have minus 6.7 degrees. So my swing is not only from the outside in, it's also very steep, 3 degrees steeper than a PGA Tour player. Swing direction uses hundreds of points from the club head during the downswing to help describe the golfer's swing. So for me, having a negative swing direction is also regarded as over the top. It kind of works similar to club path, except the swing direction uses many more points than just impact. Generally a half circle from knee height to knee height in the downswing. Mine is minus 7.1, so it's going well left and very over the top.
So I mean, this is the thing, it's like, if we can fix that club path and swing direction, not through the aiming, but actually what actually happens, then that's going to be the key.
This is almost like impossible to touch after, let's say, 4 days in a row. I'd have to take 3 or 4 days to rest because it's so sore.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's when you really know. Okay. You're not going to get that stuck, jarring feeling that you're talking about.
Yeah, so it gets sore here, and even before this, if I don't play for like, let's say a month or 5 weeks, it gets sore in here.
Yeah, it leads.
Okay.
It sort of leads out. You know someone who always says they've got like elbow problems, wrist problems, and all that sort of stuff? Generally, I find that it's either a body issue or a steepening of the shaft. And if we can get that just a little shallower, problem solved. Contact is going to dramatically improve, especially off the face and through the turf. So, like, Matty, I've always believed a lot of people learn golf in different ways, whether it's club fitting or lesson stuff. you know, we can either try and do these things visually. Let's just try and give you like a scare or at least a visual target of what you're trying to do. Let's see if that changes your numbers. If that doesn't kind of work as well as I need to, then we'll either like chuck your body into certain positions that like maybe something we might need to just tweak, or whether we need to do something very, very feel related. What I remember in the past, when I gave you little cues, if I kept it really simple, it worked great for you. When we got overly technical, you start trying to manufacture shit, right? I want you to aim exactly how you would for the 170, but I'm going to try and get you to hit what I call a sling draw. Remember that hook shot around the tree that we used to do? It's almost like a mini version of that. What we need to get you to do is to aim well right of that and get the club face aiming at that tree. All right, and all you're going to do is you're going to swing along. So I want your hand path to swing along your feet line. Great. There you go. There you go, mate.
Wow, that's amazing.
A really good analogy would be something along the lines of like a tennis shot or a table tennis shot, where you're coming from the inside, you're trying to hit a top spin forehand. Yes, absolutely. First things first, let's get the visual cue first. Let's see if this makes a difference. I put the blue stick down here for your feet line. I'm a bit worried when I try to get someone to do this, they start to shuffle their body and their feet, and it gives them a false sense of what this does. So I want the same alignment, but the pink stick is kind of like that's your visual cue for your club head. So okay. It's more, you can see that wants to go a little bit right. I put another golf ball in front, but aimed a little bit right, like 15, 20 yards right of the 170. Basically, okay. I want you to get your golf ball starting over the other golf ball, following the pink line, but with normal body alignment. You're going to do everything exactly how you would have done for the 170 before you aimed it. And all I want you to think of is to start that golf ball over the other golf ball.
Well, that was immediate.
Okay, let's have a look at this straight away. Look at your numbers, club path swing direction. That's pretty much exactly where I want it.
Okay.
And then look at your attack angle.
Yeah, so it's gone to 3.7 now. What is it, 6.3?
Which is 6.3, 6.5 or whatever plus.
Okay.
This would be a really simple way of just putting everything back on the highway again. You can do that visually. Now, why did that go left? That was actually your worst left shot. It's only because your face angle was too closed.
I could feel like I was trying
to turn it over too much.
Yeah, I can. But that's that feeling I'm telling you with my wrist. I can literally feel it at impact. And sometimes when I watch my videos back, it almost feels like for the nanosecond, it's like I almost stop at the ball. Like it looks like a jerk, yeah.
I think when you've got anything like this, you're going to have it.
Okay.
So what I would say is, I want that same club feeling where the club's sort of like trying to hit it over the other golf ball. The difference is that you don't need to turn or roll your hands on it.
Okay. Wow, that's different. Wow.
I mean, that's beautiful.
That gave me goosebumps again. I think it's the second time I had goosebumps here.
It's a magic room, mate. Perfect. -4.5. Your numbers are virtually all neutral. Like I like to see a little bit of negative on my iron. It's just a personal preference. Some people like to see even a little bit of positive, but when it's very, very close, a couple of degrees to zero, like I'm A-okay. But to go from that, and that's your straightest one. Why? Because your face angle now sort of matches out. You just have less roll.
What it means to have face angle of minus and plus?
Yeah, so I would say to you, if that was straight, a closed club face would be this.
Is that a minus or a plus number?
Minus. And that would be a plus. That would be more of a face thing, right? But like that there is problem solved. You can see how clean and how like almost like the club just wants to glide through. It doesn't feel stuck. It doesn't feel jammed and jarring.
It feels like when I get down here, the club head weight takes over.
Okay.
Before my feeling was get down here.
You know, any time that the club is off plane, is too steep or whatever, or underplane or whatever, the club always feels heavy. So when it's on plane, set up angles, and it works on plane, everything feels light. Yeah. That's kind of when you know you're on plane. You know that lightness you're talking about? And you know, I've always said this, people who've come for fitting always understand it when I say it, but when I can get them to neutralize their golf swing, so to speak, I can go as heavy as I want. You know, a lot of people who come through, they're always like, oh, my clubs feel too heavy, and then 3 months later, it's too light, it's heavy. So, I mean, it's just trying to keep, I always say, try and keep on the highway and not getting yourself off too far. You weren't far off, but you were just off. It's quite, if you look at your previous ones, I mean, that's excessive. That's too much for me.
Okay.
So I'm looking at what you do, your body's fine. I don't see massive overextension. I don't see anything that sort of jars out at me, but when I saw you hit those 3 shots, the numbers I knew straight away, your problems that you're getting, I understand straight away. Contact in the ball flight, I know straight away, like it's like, okay, we got issues with your path and swing direction. Let's sort that out. Mate, you're in a good, happy spot there right now. And it can be that simple.
The other thing I was concerned about was the feeling of rotating back onto the outside of my right foot. Mm-hmm. Is that something you notice, or am I not actually doing it?
Yeah, I sort of always seen you never get your right leg, right ankle, right inner heel looking inward into the golf ball. For me, it's like, pick your battles. Is that going to be the difference between you shooting 74 and 68? No. I could look at any golf swing, even mine, and just go, God damn, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that. I was like, I just pick the biggest chunks that can give you your best feelings, your best ball flights, give you satisfaction. Like, I don't like I like keeping things very simple. I mean, in all frankness, that's your lesson done.
Yeah, I haven't hit a ball like that.
I mean, that to me is money all day long. Just for you to go from there, from your first couple, -2.5, -7. Let's just forget all of this for the time being. And these two, wow. And to go at...
Wow.
I would always try and find in my way, because I've known you and I know what works for you, that's the way I would approach your type of golf lesson. If people weren't wired your way and you couldn't do a visual thing or didn't have the coordination to do it or feel to do it, then maybe I might do something with how the wrists work or how the elbow works or how the shoulder works to shallow them out. You know, that might be something I might do. Another way I would probably do that to shallow someone out would be, you know, put them on a baby tee and just keep trying to clip it off the tee.
Okay, let's try that. Let's see how that works.
Can do.
Just for people to see. Okay, so this is the one that would already, before even doing it, I'm already like apprehensive.
No hand flickage, no rolling of the face. All you're trying to do is just trim it, catch it as clean as you can, and let's just see what happens.
Okay. Well, I didn't think that was going to happen.
I mean, great numbers.
What is it doing? That's like crazy.
No, it just changes the plane difference. It just gives you a different planal area to work into. So it's like, this is more of like a repetition thing. I would either, for someone like Audrey in the past, what I'd do is I'd actually get her sticking on because she was working on a grass range, right, in America. So I would get her on a slope and I would just stop that steepening movement. So the minute the ball's above your feet, you don't want to steepen out. I mean, dude, the fixes that I like to give, I like to keep them super simple. I hate overly technical things. It just drives me to the end of the world. Nothing bores me more than talking about X and Y factors and power accumulators 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And
are those real things, or do you just make
yeah, I mean, it just drives me bonkers. The same thing with club fitting, right? There's so much technical jargon out there. I just want to just keep shit really, really simple. And I think it's probably beneficial for a lot of social golfers just to just keep it simple. Yeah. But this is your fastest, quickest way to get on the golf course, start enjoying it, feel better through the turf, strike a little bit better, hit it a little bit more on line, less ball movement. I mean, this is all you need.